Okay, so we are going to take this toward Peacock today, or Mayurasana. So keep in mind, this is going to be more of a core-intensive upper body flow, working through the back line of the body as well. We'll get to the actual arm balance at the very end of class. And honestly, I think we can start this today without any demonstrations here to begin. So let's go ahead and get the starter on our backs. So go ahead and bring yourself all the way down. And I'm going to recommend you set this up with your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Bring the knees towards center. Release your low back toward the mat as much as you can. And then go ahead, bring your arms out to the sides. And just set them up however you like. Your palms open toward the ceiling. You could have your hands past your head or pull the elbows down toward your waist, whatever suits you best. But go ahead, let your shoulders sink down. Just let your chest open up. And then close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So the inhale's pulling as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, here, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just open your eyes. And then take it slow. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth, inhale, reaches out long. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Inhale, reaches out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach out long. And with the exhale, bring the arms down and curl up this time. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Just hold that lift. Look forward, stretch forward through your fingertips. And go back and forth from here. With your next inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl this forward. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. With the exhale, curl and reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll this out. With the exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this left. Inhale, roll out long. With the exhale, curl right one more time. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl back to center one more time. Just hold. Pull your belly down toward in. Press the low back toward the floor. Reach forward through your fingertips. Lift up a little bit higher. And then with your next inhale, roll this out long. Reach past your head and stay reaching. And from here, just keep your gaze up high. Lift your hands up off the floor. Stretch to the fingertips and work to crowd your shoulders around your ears so you stay reaching. Go ahead, rest your head down, though. Now, while you hold this position, pull the knees in toward your chest. Extend your legs up toward the ceiling. And straighten your legs as much as you can. So go ahead, point your toes. Try to tense up your thighs. Lock your knees or just straighten to whatever level you can. Keep your low back down. Now, slowly, we're going to bring the heels down to the floor. Keep your low back grounded. And just take it bit by bit. So start to lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees to your chest. Extend your legs up high. And again, take it slow. Low back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees back in. Extend your legs straight up. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in. Legs up high. Keep reaching through both arms. Lower the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees back in. Extend your legs up. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in. Legs up high. 2 more times. Lower the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees back in. Extend your legs up one more time. Straighten out. Lower your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, just hold. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, bring your feet back down to the floor about hips width. And keep your arms reaching, but go ahead, bring the backs of the hands down. Now keep your shoulders grounded and just loosen this up here. Fold your knees over to the right and over to the left and just twist back and forth. And the next time you bring your knees to the right side, press your knees down, keep your shoulders grounded, and work to lift the right hip up off the floor. Just hold. And then let that go. Bring your knees through center to the left side and press down. Work to lift your left hip up this time and just engage that tension toward twisting. And then release. Bring your knees back up to center. Now once you're back at center, we're going to keep this position and use it for a bridge variation. So keep your feet hips width distance, but bring your heels in as close as you can to bring the low back as flat as possible while you're down. Arms are still reaching, but keep your hands active. Spread the fingers wide. Press the backs of the hands down. Keep your shoulders grounded. And just keep your gaze high. Take it back and forth. With an inhale, press into the floor, lift your hips and squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, press your hips high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, press up high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press your hips high. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift up one more time and just hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, dig into the heels. Try to pull them toward your shoulders and at the same time lift your toes up as high as you can. Now hold that lift with the toes and with your hips. Glutes are still squeezing. And just move the arms. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Keep your hips up high. Exhale, bring your arms back down. Inhale, reach this out past your head. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms down to your sides. One more time. Inhale, reach this out long. Press your hips up high. And then with the exhale, bring the arms down. Roll your spine back down to the floor. And then bring your knees to your chest and your hands to your knees and just squeeze everything in. Now as you're squeezing, curl up into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then once you're ready, go ahead, roll this forward to a seat. And from here, we'll take this into a reclining position. You want to work this into the outer hip. So I want you to extend your left leg forward, keep the right foot on the floor, and then come down onto your left side. On the left forearm, right hand in front of your chest. Now you're going to be on your left hip, left leg straight with the toes pointed to the side. And then press into the floor. Lift your hips up as high as you can and keep them lifted like this. Now you can stay here, and this is good enough by itself. If you can take it further, focus the weight on the right foot. Come up on the left foot, rather. Come up onto the right big toe. And then see about moving the right leg back and forth. Bring the knee up high, and then touch the toe down in front of your left leg. Lift the knee, and touch the toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind, and then set the right foot down. Bring your hip back down. And then go ahead, bring yourself upright, and let's take it on the other side. So once you're ready, roll down to the right, onto the right forearm, onto your right hip, left foot behind your right leg, toes of the right foot point to the side, left hand in front of your chest. Now press into the floor, lift your hips up high, and you can just stay here, just keep your hips lifted. If you can take it further, focus weight on the right leg this time, and then lift your left heel, come to the tip of your left big toe. Now lift the knee and dip the big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind. Lift the knee, big toe down in front. Lift the knee, big toe down behind, and then set your left foot down. Bring your hips back down. And once you're ready, come up to a seat and come into all fours and then just move around. Now go ahead, stretch your hands and fingers, let the shoulders and hips move a bit, and you can shake your legs out if you like. And then we'll take this into the wrists. So when you're ready from here, just keep your hips stacked over your knees. And then walk the hands in close. The hands about shoulder width. You can bring them in as close as you like, but I want you to flip them over. Backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips point toward you. Spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling, and keep that lift. Keep the tension in both hands. Now, if you want to just stay here, this is fine. You can take it a little bit further. See about swaying your shoulders side to side. The hands stay tense. Keep the hands active so you feel that engagement, even as the stretch moves into the wrists and up into the forearms. If you want to stay here, this is fine. But if you can take things further, bring yourself up onto one foot at a time. We'll take this with a forward fold. Go ahead, keep your knees bent, but keep your fingertips pressing down. And then set your feet on your palms. Try to bring the toes in toward the wrist creases. And just take this as far as you like. You can dig the toes down to the bones of the wrists. Still with your fingertips pressing down. Maybe go back and forth and lift one heel at a time. Now, if you want to take this even further, then start with your arms straight, fingertips pressing down, and go back and forth with the arms. Bend the knees as much as you need to. But bend the elbows in toward you and try to touch your shins just to get as close as you can. And then straighten the arms back up. And keep going back and forth like that. And each time the elbows bend in, see that the elbows are pulling toward each other as well, so the forearms stay parallel, even with the bend. You don't have to force this by any means. Obviously, when you bend the elbows, you're going to feel a deeper stretch in the wrists. Now, the next time you straighten the arms, just go ahead, pause, and then let this go. Release your feet from your hands. And then stay folded like this. Come up onto the fingertips for a moment. Just keep the hands about hips width, heels in, toes out. And take the wrist stretch the other way while you're folded down. So palms facing down. Rotate your fingertips to the side and then in the direction of your feet as far as you can go. Set the hands down about shoulder width. Spread the fingers wide. Dig your fingertips down. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Now you can lean more weight into your hands. Maybe just circle the shoulders over the wrist. Keep gripping the floor. This might be good enough. And now if you want to take it further from here, here's the option. Come up onto your toes. Lift your heels up off the floor at least a little bit. And then see about going back and forth. Bend the elbows toward you inside your legs. Sink your hips down. Knees outside the arms. And then lift back up and straighten. And just take it back and forth like this. Now just work the arms straight and with the arms bent. You can hold a bend in the knees the whole time. And bring the hips up and down. Just take it to where you can. You don't have to force this. Keep in mind you don't have to go super deep. And you can always just stay here with your fingertips pressing down into the floor, if that's enough. All right, the next time you come back to straight arms, go ahead, bring yourself up onto your fingertips. And then come back down onto your knees. Come to sitting on your heels. And then take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, once the hand's ready, come back to all fours, and this is where we'll take it way much further into the upper body. We'll take a modified push-up or a few modifications. So keep your knees together, hips stacked over your knees, and slide the hands in close, about one hand's length forward of the knees, and still shoulder width. Now, spread your fingers wide, rotate your fingers to the side. So middle fingers 45 degrees right or left. So you've got some external rotation in the shoulders. Now with your arms straight, dig your fingertips down, lean forward, bring your shoulders past the wrists. Now it's the forward lean that's going to help you build strength, and that's what makes this hard, keep in mind. So try to maintain that as much as you can. Look forward, lead with your chin. And we'll start this with a counterbalance. Step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Keep the glutes engaged on the right side. That leg stays in line with your upper body. When you're ready, shoulders forward. Pull the elbows toward your ribs. Look forward, bring your chin down low. And then press back up the straight arms. Hold that forward lean. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, bring your chin down low. And then press this up for 2. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, take it down low as you can. Press back up for 3. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, bring your chin down low. And then press it up for 4. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, take it down. Come back up for 5. Set your right knee down and relax for a moment. Roll your shoulders out. You can always shake out your hands if you need to. That's basically just an intermission. We're taking a couple more rounds. So bring yourself back into position when you're ready. Knees together, hips over your knees, hands shoulder width, fingertips to the sides. Straight arms, shoulders past the wrist. Remember to keep that forward lean. Step your left foot back this time, big toe to the floor. Keep that leg in line with the upper body. And again, look forward. Shoulders forward, elbows to your ribs, bring your chin down low. Press back up the straight, keep leaning forward. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin down. And then come back up for 2. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down low. Press back up for 3. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring it down low. And then press back up for 4. Shoulders forward, elbows in, take it down. Come back up for 5. And set your left knee down. Take a moment here and relax again. All right, one last round. This time both knees are going to stay down, which means more weight's coming forward. So when you're ready, come back into position. Knees together, hips over your knees. Hands shoulder width, shoulders forward. And grip the floor with your fingers. Keep the hands engaged and keep gripping the whole time. Now, if you need to make this harder, you can always keep your feet lifted from the floor. It's up to you. But look forward. And then just the same as before, shoulders forward. Elbows in, bring your chin down low. And then press back up the straight. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, bring it down. Press it up for 2. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, bring it down low. Press back up for 3. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, bring your chin down. Press back up for 4. Shoulders forward. Elbows in, take it down low. And then press back up for 5. And then just bring yourself back to a seat. Shake your hands out a little bit. All right, one last thing before we move on. We're going to play with one of the entries to Peacock. So this is going to stretch the wrists as well. So I want you to come into a position where you've got your knees on the floor wider than your hips, big toes point toward each other, and walk your hands in. Now you're going to set the hands down on the line that you can draw between your knees. Palms down, fingertips to the side at least 90 degrees right and left. If you can, try to point the fingertips back toward your feet. Now set your hands down flat, and then keep your seat down low. Pull your chest forward between the upper arms and bend the elbows in toward your ribs. You want to be able to support your upper body with the elbows. Look forward. Now keep gripping the floor and just go back and forth. Bend the elbows, sink down just a little bit. You don't have to go deep. Come back up, but keep the weight in your arms. And just feel this out. Maybe take it a little bit deeper each time. Keep gripping the floor with your fingers. Now, the next time you bring this down, just lower to where you can hold. Grip the floor with your fingers. Keep looking forward. Keep your hips low to start. Let your knees go wider still. That's more weight in the arms. Now, if you can take it further, start to lean forward. See about just lifting your knees up a little bit for a moment here. And then go ahead and release that. Set your knees down. Come up onto the fingertips. Back to sitting on your heels. And one more time, shake your hands out. Loosen things up. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring your hands back to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, bring the hips up high and find your downward facing dog. Now once you move in your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now flatten your palms so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. And keep that long reach through the upper body. Draw in through the belly, around the lower ribs, and use that tension in your core to help lengthen your spine. Now, if your legs are tight, just bend the knees. You can always pedal out and keep moving. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. Let everything go long and loose here and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows and maybe shake this side to side to loosen even further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and just restack your spine. Slowly round this upper standing, bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention, let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then just release this to the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor or to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step it back to high plank. Find your shape. Wrist length the shoulders. Palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and hold that lift. Take an inhale. Now, the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Look forward and lift up higher. Now as you hold that lift, reach your arms straight back. Stretch out through the fingertips. Pull the shoulders further back. And we'll take it back and forth from here. So take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your chin down, arms to your sides. Inhale, lift up, reach behind. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, lift up, reach behind. Exhale, roll it down again. Inhale, lift up and reach. Try to bring your shoulders up higher. And then exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up, reach behind. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up, reach behind, and hold this time. Now keep looking forward. Keep your glutes squeezing, hips pressing down. And then see about keeping your legs straight, but lifting your feet up off the floor. Keep breathing, keep lifting. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it all down. Hands back under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down. And let's take this to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stand the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward. Deepen the arc through the front. Lift with your arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. Exhale. Pull your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Paddle out here. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Move right to your scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, and twist. Work to stack your hips. With the next inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Now straighten that leg completely. Reach for the big toe, tense up your thigh, lock your knee. Lower the right hip and feel the lift from the glutes. Hold that leg straight. We're going to hop this. Look forward toward your hands. Just bend your left knee and feel your hips move straight up and down. And then high or low, press into your left foot, hop it forward. Press into your left foot and hop it back. Press into your left foot, hop forward. Press into the left foot, hop back. Now press into your left foot, hop forward and stay forward this time. Right foot between your hands. Left foot next to the right, forward fold. Take an inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, bring your hips down low. Now pay attention that your feet within hips with distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center. Bind it from above. Right hand behind your head, palm facing in. Left palm faces the other way. Clasp your fingers. And with the left hand, bring the right arm behind. Press your head back. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Keep your gaze forward. And keep your chest open. And then lift your toes up off the floor. Now roll it forward. Lift your heels high. And then set your heels back down. Forward again. Lift your heels. And then set them back down. One more time forward. Keep the heels high. Just hold. And then set your left heel down. Now press into the left foot, come to standing with your right knee high. And once you got your balance, take the legs into an eagle bind. Right leg crosses tightly over the left. Now squeeze your legs together, sink your hips down. You can always touch that right foot to the floor if you need the support. Keep your shoulders pulled back, maybe bring your gaze up higher. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, lift your right knee. And switch this out. Right foot down, that'll be the base. Come to standing with your left knee high. Once you're stable on the right foot, release the arm bind, reach your arms wide. Now we'll take an eagle bind here with the arms. Left arm under, right arm over, cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. And if you can't get the palms together, reach across to opposite shoulders. Do what works with the arms crossed. Shoulders down, elbows up. Now as your arms are squeezing, take it toward a warrior three. Put a little bend in the right knee. Hinge from the right hip, extend your left leg straight back. Bring your lifted body into line. And maybe just hold here more upright. If you can take it deeper, bring yourself toward parallel with the floor. And if you want to go deeper still, you can bring your head lower than your hips, but then that left foot's got to come up pretty high. Be sure the glutes are engaged on the left side and lower that left hip down. Hold your balance and breathe here. Now from here to a warrior one, slowly bend the right knee, set the left foot down behind you. And give yourself a moment to arrange your stance. Deep bend of the right knee, left leg straight. Both feet flat, left foot points to the side at least a little bit. Now be sure your hips are squared. Pull the right hip back and left hip forward. Make the stance shorter or wider as you need to. And sink your hips down. Then keep your lower body as is. And then from here, arms squeezing, lift your elbows, gaze up high. And then pull the elbows toward your belly, round your spine completely, and fold down inside the right leg. Press into your right foot, lift back up, elbows high, gaze up high, let your head fall back. And then pull back in, round your spine, elbows toward your belly, round down, and come down inside the right leg. Press into your right foot, lift back up, and then lift the elbows up high, gaze up high. And one more time, round it down, elbows toward your belly, round your spine, come down low inside the right leg. And then press into the right foot, lift back up, elbows high, one more time. And when you're ready for me, just release the arm bind, reach the arm straight up and look forward. Take an inhale. With the exhale, hands through center, bring the left elbow to the right thigh. And we'll work this into a twist. So press the elbow to the thigh, press your palms together, look up over your right shoulder. And this is good enough. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and keep that twist. Now, if you want to take it even deeper, you can bend your left knee, lift your left heel, maybe sink your hips further down, but your chest stays opened up to the right. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down around the right foot. Bring your left knee down to the floor. We're setting this up for a kneeling lunge. Both legs at 90 degrees, feet on two separate tracks, hips width distance. Now bring your hands to your hips with an inhale. Bring your torso all the way to upright. Everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. And once you've got your position, reach the arms up high and take a steeple grip. Palms together. Fingers in a lace. Index fingers toward the ceiling. Now pull your shoulders back. Keep your chest open. You've even got to bend the elbows to make that happen. And then start to bring your gaze up high. Now, as you hold this, keep both feet pressing down, but then lean over to the right, look down to the right side, press that left hip forward, and then come back upright, gaze up high. Again, lean right, look down to the right, push your left hip forward, and then back up to center, gaze high. One more time, lean right, look down to the right, press that left hip forward and hold. If you can take it deeper, hold this and maybe lift the right heel up off the floor, and let the hips sink further down and further forward as you're leaning right. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down around the right foot. Now tuck the toes, your left foot, lift your left knee, come into low lunge. And from here, I want to take it to side plank. Now the left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, side your right foot back. You can keep the right foot down or drop the left knee or stack your legs. Reach your right arm high and keep your hips lifted. You can stay here. Now if you can keep your hips lifted and you want to move, then let's switch it out. Roll through center, right hand down. Reach your left arm high, the hips stay lifted. Back through center with the left hand down. Reach your right arm high. Through center, right hand down. Roll through, reach your left arm high. And then set your left hand down. Come back to where we started with the right arm high. Hips lifted, hold here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the right hand forward, right foot forward, left foot next to the right. And we're going to take this into crow. Now press your palms into the floor. Dig your fingertips down, heels up. Bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward. Keep your hips high. And to come into balance, lean forward and lift your feet together. Toes to touch, pull the heels toward your seat. When you're ready, step it back, fly it back, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle this out. All right, on the other side, with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Move into that scorpion dog. Bend the left knee, hang your left foot right, stack your hips and twist. With the next inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Actually, no, don't do that. Keep that left leg straight. I almost lost my part here. All right, now hold your left leg straight. Reach with the big toe, tense up the thigh, lock the knee, lower the hip and feel this in the glutes. And again, we're going to hop it. So look forward toward your hands. Bend the right knee, move your hips up and down. And then press into the right foot, hop this forward. Press into your right foot and hop it back. Press into the right foot, hop forward again. Press into the right foot, hop this back. Now press into your right foot, hop this forward one more time and stay forward. Left foot comes down between your hands. Right foot next to the left, forward fold. Take an inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reaches up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, bring your hips low. Now again, feet within hips with distance. Big toes and knees towards center. Bind it above. Left hand behind your head, palm in. Right palm the other way, clasp your fingers. With your right hand, bring the left arm behind and press your head back. Keep your chest open, shoulders back, keep the gaze forward, and lift your toes up off the floor. Now back and forth, roll it forward, heels up high, and then set your heels down. Forward again, lift your heels. And then set them back down. One more time, forward, heels stay high, hold. And then just set the right heel down. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high. Be sure you're balanced. And take an eagle bind with your legs. Left leg rather crosses tightly over the right. Now squeeze the legs together. Sink your hips down. Maybe touch that left foot to the floor if you want the extra support. But keep looking forward. And maybe even bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Shoulders stay back. Your chest stays open. With your next inhale, straighten your right leg. Lift your left knee. And to switch the stance, bring the left foot down, come to standing with your right knee high. Now once you got your balance, release your hands, reach your arms out wide, and take your eagle bind with the arms on this side. Right arm under, left arm over this time, cross the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs with your face, or reach to opposite shoulders with the arms crossed. Now keep your arms squeezing, shoulders down, elbows up, look forward, put a little bend your left knee, and move into that warrior three. Hinge from left hip, extend your right leg straight back. Lifted body in line, and maybe you're more upright, that's fine. If you can go deeper, bring it down toward parallel. Be sure that right leg's lifting. Be sure the glutes are engaged on the right side. And if you're going to come down deep, be sure that right foot lifts if your head goes even lower. Just hold your balance and breathe. From here to that warrior one, slowly bend your left knee, set your right foot down behind. And as you come up, adjust your stance. So deep bend left knee, right leg straight, both feet flat, right foot points aside at least a little bit. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Be sure you can square your hips and adjust the stance to make that happen. Now keep your lower body as is. When you're ready, lift your elbows, gaze up high, let your head fall back. And then pull in around your spine, elbows toward your belly. Hinge forward, come down low inside your left leg. Lift back up, restack your spine. Elbows high, gaze up high again. And then pull the elbows toward your belly. Keep the arms squeezing. Round down. Come down low. Press in your left foot. Lift back up. Gaze up high. Elbows high. Now bring it down one more time. Elbows toward your belly. Round as completely as you can. And hinge forward. And then press in your left foot. Lift back up. Elbows high. Gaze up high. And stay here. Now with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Look forward. Exhale, hands through center. Move into the twist. Right elbow to your left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look over your left shoulder. This is good enough here. If you want to take it further, keep your chest open to the side, but maybe bend the right knee and lift the right heel. You can sink your hips further down, but keep your left shoulder high. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down around the left foot. Bring the right knee down to the floor, kneeling lunge. Now again, both legs are 90 degrees and the legs on two separate tracks, hips width distance. Bring your hands to your hips, bring yourself upright. Everything vertical from the right knee up. And then once you're up, stay anchored, press both feet down. Reach your arms up high, find your steeple grip, palms together, fingers interlaced, index fingers toward the ceiling. Draw your shoulders back, bend the elbows if you need to keep your chest open, and then look up. Now from here, just take it to the side. Lean left, look down to the left, press the right hip forward, and then come back upright, gaze up high. Lean left, look down to the left, right hip presses forward. Back to center and gaze high. One more time, lean left, look down to left, push that right hip forward and hold. And if you want to go deeper, hold this, but maybe lift your left heel and let your hips sink further down and further forward as you're leaning. Now take an inhale. Exhale, release both hands down around the left foot. Tuck the toes of your right foot. Lift your right knee, low lunge. Take it to your side plank on the side. Right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot back. You can have one foot down, one knee down, or stack the legs. Hips up high. Reach your left arm high. Maybe stay here. If you want to move through here, roll through center. Left hand down. Reach your right arm high. And then back through center. Set the right hand. And reach that left arm up. Through center. Left hand down. Right arm reaching high. And then back through center, set your right hand. Left arm high and just hold. Keep your hips lifted. Hold that side plank. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the left hand forward. Left foot forward. Right foot next to left. And take this right into crow. Push into your palms. Dig your fingertips down. Heels up. Knees on your arms. Look forward and lean. Take it slow and keep your hips lifted. To balance, bring the feet together. Bring them up together, I should say. Toes to touch. Pull the heels in close. And just breathe and hold. When you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle out here. And then go ahead, bring your knees down to the mat, come into all fours. Now this is where we're going to take it into Peacock. So we're going to take 2 entries here, but let's start with the one we did at the very beginning. So to begin, while your knees are down, bring the knees out wide, wider than your hips. Point the big toes toward each other. And then like before, I want you to walk your hands in and set them down on the line that you can draw between your knees. Now, how you set this up exactly is up to you. You're going to have to tweak things a little bit for your own proportions. But rotate your fingers to the side at least 90 degrees right or left. If you can, point your fingertips in toward your feet. Now, when you set your hands down, you might set the hands wide or bring them together. You have to find a hand position that allows you to bend the elbows and pull them underneath your rib cage. And it depends on how long your arms are for how you're going to be able to manage that. Now, be sure you pull your chest forward between the upper arms, bend the elbows in toward your ribs, and put weight on your hands right away. Keep that weight on the arms. As your fingertips are digging down, let your knees go out wider, more weight to the arms. Now, look forward rather than down. And then slowly, as you look forward, pull your shoulders forward, start to lean, and take it slow. That forward lean is what's going to lift your knees. Now, if you're confident here, keep looking forward. Maybe extend your legs to the sides in a straddle. Maybe squeeze your legs together. You got to keep leaning forward to hold this, keep in mind. Now, you're welcome to work it further from that entry, but I'm going to cue this from a more direct entry here, and we're going to take this from plank to give this a try. So, bring yourself into your plank shape. Wrists the shoulders, step your feet back, legs together, bring your body in line, and then adjust from here while your hips are lifted. So slide the hands in close to your feet, about 1 hand's length. And then from here, you're going to have to rotate the hands. So fingers to the sides, at least 90 degrees right and left. You can go further. Don't worry about this being exactly the same as the last setup. Now, the hands might go wider and they come in closer, but set the hands up so you can pull your upper body, your chest between the arms, and set your weight down on the elbows. Now, keep looking forward. Keep your chest pulling forward. If you're going to do this with bent legs, which is most people, walk the feet forward, keep them together, knees wide, and then lean forward to lift. Now, if you want to take it further, again, you can take that straddle. You can squeeze the legs together, and you have to hold that forward lean. And just take it as far as you're ready here. Play around. The biggest hassle here is going slow so you don't jam your face into the floor once you shift your balance. It's all physics at this point. All right, if you want to work that further, feel free. Otherwise, bring yourself into down dog, and we'll start to cool this off. Now, once you find your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward for half pigeon. Right knee behind the right wrist. Right ankle somewhere behind the left. Bring your left knee down, left foot flat behind. Pull the left hip forward, keep your hips squared to the front. And just sink your weight straight down to the floor. Look for the stretch in the outer right hip toward the glutes. Now you can stay here with the extension and just hold your torso upright. You can go deeper and move toward a back bend if you want. And if you wanted to settle in and just chill out, you can bring your elbows down, maybe melt down all the way over that right leg. Just take it to where you need to right now. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take this into another pose. So pull your belly in, back the hips up over your left knee, slide the right foot to the left to bring that knee into center. We'll take Gomukhasana. So pull the left knee forward behind the right, cross your legs together tight, but bring the feet out wide. And as your legs are squeezing, come down to seated between your heels. I'll just take a moment to set this up. Now guys, sit this upright. Let's take the bind from below first. Right arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back, grip what you can, the wrist, the elbow, anything in between. But pull your right shoulder back, keep your chest open, sit this up tall. And this is good enough right here. If you want the full bind, bring that right hand up between the shoulder blades. And then left arm comes from above. Again, find your grip somewhere between. Shoulders back, chest open, keep your gaze forward. And keep your legs squeezing together, keep your feet pressing to the floor, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release your arm bind. Set your hands down behind you, lean back and untangle the legs. And then just cross the ankles, come forward, your hands step back to down dog. When you're ready, let's take it on the other side. So with an inhale, raise the left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. And sink your weight straight down here. Keep the hips squared. Look for some of that stretch in the outer left hip or toward the glutes. Now you can just keep yourself upright and keep that the spine extension. You can go further toward the back bend if you like. And again, you can melt down to the elbows. You can just rest over that left leg. Take it to where you like. All right, again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Pull your belly in, back the hips up over the right knee. Slide the left foot to the right, bring the left knee to center. And pull the right knee forward. Cross your legs together tight with the feet wide. As your legs are squeezing, sit between the heels. And work to get both sit bones down to the floor. And then once you're ready, take the arm bind from below. Left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, reach back, find the wrist, the elbow, whatever you can hold on to. And draw that left shoulder back, sit this up tall. This is good enough, but if you want the full bind, bring that left hand up between the shoulder blades. Right arm from above. And again, find that grip in between. Shoulders back, chest open. Keep your legs squeezing, keep your feet pressing into the floor, and just breathe into the stretches here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release whichever arm bind you're in. Both hands down behind you, lean back, and again, untangle the legs. And then bring yourself down onto your back. Now once you're down, pull your knees to your chest, squeeze everything in tight. Let's go ahead and bring this into happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees toward the floor outside your ribs and press the feet back up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out forward. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms to the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then start to move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull it all back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Draw the knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.